Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back to Chit Chatting with Kate Carr. Be sure to grab a beverage, whatever it might be. Today we're having a coffee, of course. We're gonna continue to add coffee. This is going to be a little... I'm working coffee into my branding because coffee is me. I am coffee. Don't talk to me before I've had my coffee. Sometimes don't you think like, why do I speak? But you know what, whatever, we're embracing it. But coffee's my thing and I have a long-term goal with coffee, so I want to incorporate it into this because, you know, who doesn't love coffee? And if you don't love coffee, that's okay. You can still stay on the channel. You'll still be a part of the gal pal community. Get your other beverage, but just know I don't understand you. Just kidding. I know there's reasons, but like I love my coffee, so we're gonna start incorporating this portion of the intro. Get your beverage. Mine's likely going to be a coffee. We're going to transition different coffees, of course, throughout the time periods, but right now we just have a beautiful hot coffee, the beautiful foam, the beautiful clear gap. So be sure to grab your beverage, whatever it might be. And hey, if you want to do an activity while you're watching me too, we're doing nails. So if you have nails you want to put on, you want to do your hair. I just got out the shower, so my hair's still like air drying. Maybe I'll do my hair. I'm like batch filming, so maybe I'll do my hair in the next video. I don't know. Do your makeup, whatever it is. As a part of this gal pal community, I just want it to be like us just chit-chatting, hanging out, gossiping, all the fun deets. I want you to be sure to interact below. I want to be able to chat with you guys. That's a whole portion of chit-chatting with Kate Carr, making sure that we are interacting with each other. I want to hear from you guys, so if you have something to tell me about these stories, be sure to let me know. If you have a favorite coffee, let me know. If you have a favorite activity, let me know. We're going to just hop into this week's episode of another Reddit reading. We're going to go back to the OGs of AITAH and my we're gonna read some stories. If this is your first time viewing, I appreciate you so much for stumbling upon this video and watching my version of these Reddit readings. I know there's a million of them, but the fact that you chose me makes me feel so deep and warm and like fuzzy inside. So be sure to continue this fuzzy feeling and like, comment, share, subscribe, all the YouTube things. That way that YouTube can keep us connected. So while I'm reading and reacting to these AITAH posts, I usually just like scroll through and see a title that sticks out to me, and then I'll read it and live react with you guys. So that's what we're gonna do, but we're also going to be putting on some press-ons because I'm gonna let you in on a little secret, but since you're a part of this gal pal community, I trust you. I get the same nails every single week. I do try and branch out, but I don't know, I'm just really bad with nails. I pop them off, I bite them, I eat them all the time. But ones that I found that stay on like the most for me, and ones that I don't, like they look really nice. I'm like, I don't want to mess them up. But the secret is they're from Dollar General, specifically Dollar General. I'm all about going into all of the dollar stores, Dollar Trees, Dollar this, Dollar that. I love a Dollar Tree. I'm a big Dollar Tree girl. But for this specific situation, we're going to Dollar General because we have these Kiss French press-ons for only $3.35. $3.35. I know exactly where they are. I usually grab the exact ones, and I know how much I'm paying. Literally less than $4, and they stay. It's honestly about the prep and the glue I'm learning. My mom did get me like the TikTok glue for Christmas, so I am experimenting with that, and it's a pretty good glue. But for this specific reason, this French Kiss set is just what I gravitate towards too. Like every week, every 2 weeks, whatever, I don't know, whenever I feel like putting on nails, I always go for these. But today, these are like a little bit different. I normally get the petite ones because like I just have such small nails. They're just so tiny and so petite and just so little. But these ones are medium, so I feel like they'll be fine. Still, there's a thicker French tip than the other one, and the petite one really fits my pinky really well because again, I just have such a small pinky. It's so petite. But we're gonna be putting these on, and I'll give a little reveal at the end. So if you have some press-ons, put them on, girl. Let's go do this together. Alrighty, first story. Am I the asshole for refusing to help my best friend with her wedding because she didn't make me a bridesmaid? Ooh, spicy. Let's get into the spice already. I know nothing about weddings. I've been to a couple in my like adult years, but I don't know the drama that goes underneath of it, and this sounds like this is about to be spicy. Especially when it comes to like best friends. What's going on? Okay. My best friend, 24 female, we'll call her May, and I, 24 female, have been close since middle school. We've talked about being each other's weddings, so when she got engaged last year, I assumed I'd be a bridesmaid. She recently asked me to help with the wedding planning, but when she showed me the list for her bridal party, I wasn't on the list. I asked why, and she got awkward. She said she had to make some choices. The party included her sister, her fiance's sister, and a few newer friends she's known for a couple years. She wanted a small party. I didn't want to make it a big deal though. I congratulated her and I figured I'd still be a guest. But then she started asking me for a lot of help. Things like dress shopping, DIY decorations, venue hunting, making party favors, etc., etc. If you watched a previous video of mine, you know that anytime I see the word etc., I just think of James McAvoy in the Split scene where he's like, etc. Okay, already, I'm just like fitting my nails, but I already don't like this pack. I want the petite ones, but they didn't have the petite ones in stock. Maybe I can just like, maybe I'll be able to clip them. They're like a little longer than I'd like. I don't know. We'll see. I finally told her, hey, I love you, but I feel weird doing all of this when I'm not even a bridesmaid. She got angry and said that she thought I'd still want to be involved because we're best friends. I told her I'd still be at the wedding, but I wasn't going to do all of this extra work when she didn't even consider me close enough to be at her bridal party. Now she and some of our mutual friends are giving me the cold shoulder, saying I'm being petty and making the wedding quote unquote about me. But I'm not going to be doing bridesmaid level work if I'm not one. AITAH. Okay, so my first initial thoughts are absolutely not. You are not the a-hole. I don't get, actually. I understand, like, I can put myself in this perspective just to kind of see the story, I guess, but I don't really have any full understanding to the extent of, like, actually planning a wedding and all this stuff. But I just think of, I have a best friend who I've been best friends with since middle school as well, and no matter how my big day is gonna go, like, she's gonna be a part of it no matter what, whether getting into the details of the specifics of, like, quote-unquote bridesmaid and stuff like that, that's a different story. But like, either way, like, having your best friend as a special part of your wedding day, no matter what, it just kind of seems like the friend whose wedding it is, she's kind of using you. I'm sorry, this sounds mean, but she's literally just having you do all this work. Where are the actual bridesmaids at that have been assigned bridesmaids? What are they doing? I get, like, there's a lot that goes into, like, wedding planning, especially when it comes to, like, maid of honor and bridesmaids and stuff like that. There's a lot of duties within there. But if you have, your sister, where'd it go? Yeah, so you have a sister, fiance sister, and a few newer friends. It doesn't say how many, but I'm assuming, we'll say at least 5 bridesmaids. What aren't they doing that you have to be helping all these things that you're not even considered the level that you thought you were? I honestly think that you're in the right completely, and do not, like, I don't know, don't keep doing this stuff. Yeah, it sucks that, like, you weren't, like, considered to be the level that you might think you were, especially if you think that you guys have been best friends since middle school. You think you would have a little bit more of a special role in her day, but it seems like she's just kind of using you, so extra hands, that's what it really seems like. I don't know. I'm not saying that this is like a friendship breaker, because maybe if she wanted a more intimate wedding, maybe she's not as close with you, like, throughout the years, but, like, you guys are still best friends. I don't know. This is a weird situation when it comes to the actual people who are bridesmaids. But I don't blame OP for stepping back and being like, listen, I'm not in this, like, special role. I'm more than happy to help if that was my role. But, like, I don't need to be stressing myself out doing all these extra things for you and your big day when you're not even, like, kind of, like, respecting me in the way that, like, you would think that you would in this type of role, especially expecting so much from another person. Like, DIY decorations? What if this person's not even creative, like, and you just hate being creative? Like, you don't have to do that. If you are a bridesmaid, you can kind of suck it up a little bit, but the fact that you have nothing in there other than just a wedding invite, we're deeming you not the a-hole. Not the a-hole. Yeah, and the comments are also agreeing, not the a-hole, not the a-hole. She choose her new friends over you, which is fine. Like, people evolve, people have new friends, but if you think that you're still around this friendship level that you aren't, like, it's one-sided, it seems like, and other people are also saying, like, oh yeah, she's just using you, like, extra hands. So I agree with that. I'm so sorry, OP. I hope that everything works out and maybe you guys just get over this hump. You know, maybe there's just some weird drama because it's, like, such a stressful wedding era time for your friends. So maybe you guys will get past this, and I hope you guys do, especially because you consider her your best friend, so I hope that she also considers you her best friend as well. But I hope everything works out for both of you guys, because we hate to see a friendship split, but sometimes things have to happen, and if that's the case, then I wish you the best of luck, OP. Alrighty, next. Am I the asshole for telling my friend that I was done inviting her to parties? I, female 22, throw a lot of dinner parties. Like a ton. Honestly, at 22 doing that, you must really enjoy hosting, because that is a lot. I love to cook, so I always put food on the table, and I'm a pretty good chef, I'd say. One of my friends comes to all of them. The problem is, she takes all the leftovers. I swear to God, every single time, there's not a scrap left. I swear to God, every single time that there's a scrap left, she takes it. And I appreciate that she doesn't want to waste food. That's not the problem. The problem is, I want some of my leftovers. So I told her when we were eating this time, hey, don't take the leftovers, okay? And she was like, yeah, sounds good. I have a feeling that this is going to, she's still gonna take them. That was a lot of glue on that one. Whatever. Fast forward to the end of the party. She takes the goddamn leftovers. When I noticed that last night, I text her, hey, if you can't stop taking leftovers, I'm not gonna invite you anymore. She says, okay. Next time that she comes over for a party, I remind her that when we're eating, don't take the leftovers. She says, okay. When she's about to leave, I was sitting near the table. Guess what I see? She's taking the leftovers. So I tell her that if she couldn't listen to a boundary I set, the clear consequence that I discussed with her, that she would not be invited to any more parties. She said that wasn't fair, and that she said that it wasn't fair that she couldn't have some, and she was only taking a little bit this time. I'm not sure if that's true, but I told her I didn't want her to take any. She says okay, and then puts them back. Fast forward to next time I hosted a party. She wasn't invited. Apparently she found out through the grapevine. Makes sense, we share quite a few friends together. And she got pissed as hell, saying that she put them back and that I should have invited her again. I think she might be right. Am I the asshole? Okay, so this one's such like a weird scenario. I get why OP is annoyed. I love leftovers. I have some people in my life that don't love leftovers. To each their own. I will eat leftovers. Only usually the next day. 2 days is pushing it for me, because then I get like a weird contamination thing in my brain. But I think that she's not in the wrong. I mean, OP did literally tell her, and I don't know how close her and the friend are. I think that does have some weight in it, even though we're gonna just go off basically what was given to us. But I think that has some weight to it. If you're friends with somebody a little bit longer, you know, they might feel just like a little bit more comfortable, you know, taking leftovers. I think overall though, allow the host to make you leftovers or offer leftovers. Other than that, I just see it as like, okay, you know what, I don't know what's left over, or if there's an excess left over, then it's like right in front of your face. But I think she should have just waited for the host, her friend, to like either prepare leftovers for everybody, or just say like, you know, free for all, there's Tupperware here, take what you want. Or say like, if this is all your friends, say, hey, I have leftovers, but don't touch this, this, and this, because I want it. Be straight up, you know, they're your friends, and you're being nice enough to even host so many dinners. So like, I don't know, why doesn't OP's friend think that OP wants leftovers? Like wouldn't that be a thought in your mind? Like, OP made this whole like dinner party for us, really prepared all this food, and you know what, maybe she wants something for tomorrow, so she doesn't have to cook so much again. Like, she just wants a quick access meal, and her leftovers would be the perfect solution for that. So I don't think that OP is the asshole, especially because she did voice to her friend that, you know, she's letting her know that, hey, could you not do that? And OP's friend literally says okay, but then continues to do it. So like, no, I think that she should learn her lesson a little bit. And I think OP was in the right to be like, sorry, I told you I'm not inviting you. You did the thing that I said that I wouldn't invite you to, so I'm gonna hold my word and not invite you, not my problem. Which I know might be a little harsh because they are friends, but you know what, it's like, I feel like OP is just like fed up. It's like, I've talked to you about it, I've tried to voice with you, I've tried to reason with you. OP's 22 only, so that's very like mature of her to one, host all these dinner parties, but then also to be like, hey, I'm letting you know ahead of time, like this is what's gonna happen if this happens, like just don't let it happen and then we'll be cool. OP's friend literally, it happened basically right away. Yeah, she like put them back, but like that's because, you know, OP literally saw her. And say OP's friend, and this is me just like making up stories for other people that are within this story, I'm not even going off the context. Say OP's friend really just like needs food, then obviously that's like an embarrassing thing sometimes, like for some people to admit to. It's like, oh, I'm really struggling, and like this could be my meal for the next couple days. And I think if that were the case, I feel like OP, since she loves cooking, like honestly would like a meal prep for her friend. Like it's like, oh, okay, I understand, like you can't afford this, maybe pay me back later, or like pay me back in this type of service, you know, help me clean, help me, like, yeah, did they even help her clean or anything? Like something like that, some sort of like even exchange of friendship, because like she doesn't always have to have like the upper hand or anything. Like friendship is like a give and take thing. So I think if OP's friend, if that were the case, again, I'm just literally making this up, if that were the case, then like OP, it seems like she would be sweet enough to be like, okay, I will cook for you. Like, you can take my leftovers, but like not all of them. I think that's also the thing. Like, you're taking all of the leftovers. Like, how do you not see a problem with that? Like, take a little bit, take what you can have, and like assume that either OP or other people want leftovers too. So I think that OP's friend just needs to learn a little bit more, what's the word? I don't know, just be a little bit more aware of her surroundings, what she's around, and just a little lesson for both of them, okay? So I hope that this like doesn't really affect their friendship overall. Either way, I think that this is like a silly thing to throw a friendship away from, but I don't think that the OP is the asshole, honestly. So we're gonna reveal these nails from afar. I didn't get to my other hand, so I'll just do that separately, but they look better from afar than they do up close, so you're not getting an up close version. They're like the Carmela Soprano nails. With that being said, that will wrap up today's video. I appreciate you so much for watching. I am so grateful that YouTube decided to sprinkle me into your algorithm, so that way that you know that I posted and created content that you enjoy consuming. But you gotta let me know that you're enjoying the content that I'm consuming. I enjoy interacting with you guys. Leave me a comment, a like, share, subscribe. Let me know that you are watching and just interact with me. I want to build that gal pal community in the comments, especially because that's what really gets us going. That's what helps me create the conversation, but then also helps me with like future videos, and let me know what you guys really enjoy watching or what you enjoy from me. And I'm going to keep making videos like these and then experimenting in different types of stuff that I enjoy creating. But at the end of the day, I want to know what you guys think. So be sure to, again, like, comment, share, subscribe, all the YouTube things, so that way we can continue building this fun gal pal community over here on Chit Chatting with Kate Carr. I appreciate you, whether you are a new or returning viewer, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!